In order to fully customize a Breakroom Voice Zone object, you will need to edit its individual components. After you have added a Breakroom Voice Zone object to your region, go into the region editor and expand your Breakroom Voice Zone object in your inspector to reveal its components. Let's go through each Voice Zone component. The Zone Collider component. The Zone Collider represents the size and boundaries of the voice zone itself. Its size, location, and rotation can be edited independently of the other components that make up the voice zone object. The Screen component. The Screen component indicates where the video feed will appear when users opt to share their webcams or screens, as well as the size and location of the screen. Like the Zone Collider, the Screen component can be edited independently of the other voice zone objects. If you want to change the aspect ratio of the screen, you can enter independent values into the width and height fields in the Screen Scripting Data component. If you want to change the size of the screen while preserving the current aspect ratio, you can enter a value in the Scale field, which is a multiplier field. The Landing Pad. This object indicates where avatars will land when they teleport directly into the voice zone. It can be edited independently of the other voice zone components, allowing you to place it wherever you like. When installing a Breakroom Voice Zone object, you can choose between default landing and clustered landing effects for users who teleport straight into the voice zone. You can also randomize the direction your users will face upon arrival. The default landing pattern is automatically enabled upon voice zone installation. Under the default landing pattern, users will arrive at random points within the boundary designated by the landing pad object. By enabling the clustered landing option, you can arrange for users to arrive in groups within the zone designated by the landing pad object. To enable clustered landing, expand the landing object's scripting data component and enter Yes into the clustered landing field. If you want users to arrive in a cluster facing each other, enter No into the random orientation field. If you want users to arrive in a cluster facing in different directions, enter Yes. Enter the size of your clustered landing points into the field, for example 3 to create 3x3 clustered landing points. Don't forget to click the Reset Zones and Save button when you are done making changes. The cameras. Colored boxes indicate the default locations for the screen, audience, and speaker cameras. If you create a custom voice zone that contains furniture items designed to work with Breakroom's camera control system, you may find that you want to change the camera focus points. Select the specific camera in the Object Inspector and move it to the new position you want it to be. Then press the Reset Zones and Save buttons.